Elder Jinchi. With empty hands he preached, yet gold was his quest. He left no wealth, just doctrines to attest. A life of greed, his doom was sealed tight. If deeds were weighed, would he still face his plight? After 2 months of peace, Tang Monk reined in his horse. He saw towers and halls nestled deep in the fold of the mountains. At the gate of the place, they saw that it was indeed a temple. The master and his disciple exchanged greetings before passing through the mountain gate. In the main hall, they saw the name of the place, Guan Yin Temple. Tang Monk was overjoyed, but Monkey said,
"Master, this is no good place. Better to leave soon."
But the monk wouldn't listen. He knelt before every golden statue he saw in prayer, and the monkey, impatient with his master's attitude, began to strike the bell incessantly, startling all the monks in the temple. Those from the upper and lower halls all poured out. The monks greeted Tang Monk. Monkey used his see-through eyes to look around and laughed.
"Why do you monks here look so sickly and weak, with your spirits drained? Have you broken the precepts?"
In Tang Monk's perception, the monks all wore brand new kasayas and had tall, sturdy bodies. He considered Monkey's words to be mere nonsense and remarked, "Don't speak so recklessly." Then he turned to apologize to the monks. The monks themselves regarded Monkey's words as nonsense as well. Only 2 small monks, hidden in the crowd, dared not reveal themselves. The elder of the temple invited the master and disciple to the back chamber for tea. After the monks had taken their seats and the feast was laid out, the 2 small monks assisted the elderly monk inside. Tang Monk bowed respectfully. The 2 exchanged a few pleasantries, and Tang Monk inquired, "May I ask about your esteemed age, venerable elder?" The old monk replied, "Despite my many mistakes, I have lived to see my 270th year." When Monkey heard this, he laughed and said,
"Old skinflint, why do I smell yaoguai in this temple?"
A small monk was just then using an exquisite vessel to pour 3 cups of fragrant tea for them. Monkey stared at him and said,
"Where are you from, little monk?"
The small monk set down the tea and swiftly hid behind the old monk. Biting his finger, he said,
"This one has a furry face and a strange head. He's a bit scary."
Tang Monk glanced at Monkey and said, "Mind your words. Don't offend people with your brashness." He then shifted the conversation by praising the tea and the vessels. The old monk didn't seem to mind. Instead, he asked Tang Monk, "Noble sir, hailing from the emperor's capital, might you have any treasures that you could lend me for a mere glimpse?" Tang Monk declined repeatedly, but Monkey laughed and said, "Master,
Isn't your kasaya itself a treasure? Why not allow him a glimpse?
All the monks laughed. Then they brought out 12 cases of kasayas and unfurled them, and hung them up for Tang Monk to see. But Monkey laughed and said,
very well, put them away. Bring ours out for a look too.
Tang Monk grabbed Monkey and tried hard to stop him. But Monkey said,
do not fret. I know what I am doing.
Without more words, he took out the kasayas for the monks to see. As the old monk gazed upon such a wonder, his spirit was touched. He walked up to Tang Monk and knelt with tears in his eyes. This humble monk is very bereft of fortune. My eyes are dim and clouded. I cannot see it clearly. Monkey laughed again and said,
and how do you intend to inspect it clearly?
The old monk replied, if you would be so kind and trusting, allow me to take it back to my bedchamber and study it carefully overnight. I shall return it to you tomorrow morning before your departure. May I know your thoughts on this? Upon hearing this, Tang Monk was startled and chided Monkey. Monkey laughed and said,
what are you afraid of? Let him take it for a look. If anything goes wrong, I'll handle it.